Hey guys, it is I, Wolf, and from now on I will be making a new segment which is called the Building a 501st Monk on Saleucami. So I didn't take it from the Clone Wars, I did it from episode 3, which there was a planet called Saleucami, and there wasn't any 501st troops, but this is going to be a mock from a base where there is the 501st and it's on Saleucami. So I will be making this segment on weeks. This video is week 1, so the next Thursday will be week 2 and so on. So I made a part from this monk, and as you can see very obviously, I'm on my new studio. So I'm on my table and you can see that I have some Lego sets. I have the 20th anniversary Slave 1, I have the Millennium Falcon, I have Anakin's Pod Racer, and right there you can see the 501st troops. So this is going to be my new studio, and I would be glad if you told me how does it look for you, if you prefer the older one or the newer one. In my personal opinion, I prefer the newer one. So now let's get started. So for this mock, I've decided that I would make like maybe I would build here some stone building techniques as well as here, and this will be like the main part which is going to be the road and is where mostly the 501st troops will be. And I'm thinking of building some custom builds and so on. So you can see that I've pretty much made the road I've made, which is the dirt or the dark tan, which is the ground, and I decided to add those white lines to represent what is the road and the limits. Then I added two boxes right here to make it more like decorative, and I might make some changes just like here with this piece, which is the same one as this one and that one. So I might add it just like this one. Then I think just in this center line I would add maybe one white line and then a gray, white, gray, and so on. And if you're asking how are the boxes on, they are attached to these bricks, so you can just put them like this. And the road is a very funny and kind of a great technique, which is this technique. So the walls aren't built in this way, they're built just vertically, and a lot of mock builders use this technique. So you can see here are the studs and you just slide it and so on. Then you can put some figures on the road. You can take the 501st trooper and put it just like this. So you can probably imagine how big, well, not so big, but at least medium-sized how it's going to be. Then I'm thinking of adding here the base, so maybe I could change something there, and I will be adding also these parts here. And the technique I used for the road is a very square one. So yeah, and then for here I added the dirt and the gray piece, so to represent the road. And at the borders I used tan and yellow colors, so I don't care very much for those because you're not going to see them. As well as here I decided to add some space, and this is going to be for week 1. Also, I would like to mention that maybe some custom builds that I will be making is this ATRT. So I find it kind of very oversized, if you can see it, to a minifigure scale. So I would probably make it just this scale so that it would match perfectly. And for now on I just have 4 or 5 of first troops. That is not much, but for me it's practically enough. I will be buying more of these, and I'm thinking of adding more troops. Now, the trooper that I was talking about was this one, which is the regular Phase 2 clone trooper from 2005, and I think that it's kind of very cool to see it with the 501st ones, so it would be kind of like this. Then these ones don't even look at them, they are not in the mock included. So I think the only troops I will be adding is the regular Phase 2 from 2005 clone trooper and this one 501st troops. And I don't know if making a custom build from the spear. So tell me down in the comments, and maybe I'll make a tutorial on how to make one. And I don't know what else to say. I will be changing maybe this part and the road, and we'll be making on the second week maybe some updates on what is going to be the base. So yeah, I think this is pretty much for week one. I mean, the ET art is going to be modified, and I will be adding some maybe R2 units, which I have on my minifigure collection. And yeah, wait guys for the week two, which is going to be next Thursday. Now, Wolf out.